Hi, welcome to A Spot Positivity. I've had a request to show you a simple haircut. So I'm using my client here, who is my husband, Chris, and I'm just going to cut his hair. He does get a very simple haircut. I've already started on this side, but you're not going to see that. So I'm using a guard that is a 4 to 6 millimeter guard. It's going to go very short.
Do you want to put the light on?
I'm going to put the light on for you. Bing, how's that? Is that better?
Better.
Okay, so I'm just going to go, what we're doing is going right from the bottom, all around.
Ow.
I just did something nasty to him. And only about centimeter or two above his ear. So I'm going to blend that in afterwards. So I'm just going to very slowly.
What number do you have on this guard?
I think this is a number 2 guard. 4 to 6 millimeters is what it says.
I usually get number 1 for the bottom bit and then it blends up to 2.
Well,
when I go to the barber, I think.
So I'm really being careful. And what you can do behind the ear, you put the ear down like that a little bit.
Cut the ear off.
You don't cut the ear off. Very gingerly go behind there. Don't be frightened, but do it slowly, okay?
What's the worst that could happen?
Wow.
Could be
A lot of worse.
an extra month in lockdown to grow your hair back.
That's right. So at the top, I'm kind of following that same line for him that I did. Maybe going slightly down in the back, going all the way from the bottom. There we go. Already done the other side, so.
I can't see if I'm filming this right for you.
You're filming it fine. Now, right. Okay, I'm going to stop there for a second. Now on my clipper I can make it go a little closer. So I'm going to go to the very, very bottom of that to, it says 0.5, 0.5 yet. And I'm going to do the very bottom like that, all around the perimeter. What you find is that hair on the bottom actually is deceptively long because it often grows down the way. So you have, or goes up the way, so you either push it down. And a sign of a neat haircut is that the bottom of it is tidy. So just, that blends it in. I'm going to do one more thing with that. I'm going to get my scissors. I'm going to comb these little bits down.
Can you look in the camera and see if I can do it?
We're all good. The other side, Chris. Okay, so I'm combing. I comb the little bits down, and then on top of the comb, I'm just going to cut the little ends off, okay? Afterwards, you can go get your hair cut nicely at a barber. But those little, notorious little bottom hairs can be in the way. And I might actually shave them right off. And you can check behind the ear again. Make sure there's no little stray hairs, and you can catch them with your scissors. Just very slowly. Hopefully you have a patient person, client. And any little bits that are going the wrong way. Okay, now I'm going to get another guard. I'm going to get the next guard up, which in my case is a 7 to 9 millimeters. I'm going to switch that up here. And then I'm going to do the next bit. It's just a simple way of doing it because it means it's going to blend in very beautifully. For him, I'm going an 1.5 to 2 inches above his ear with this kind of setting. This is just a simple way of doing it because you want a haircut that doesn't look like just a buzz. He wants it to look like it has a bit of style. And I've done that.
I guess a buzz is a style.
Not a straight buzz the same length all the way around. She wants to have a bit of variation. That's what I should have said. That would have been a bit nicer to those with
Buzz.
pure buzz. Now sometimes they've slept on their hair funny or had a shower and dry it funny, and you want to wet it down then to make sure it lies right. Now, I know for Chris, he likes the top of his head. He likes the top of his head. It's good to like the top of your head. I'm going to use, this is 10 to 12 millimeter. I'm going to go the next layer. I'm not doing the fringy part because I'm going to tackle that with scissors at the end. I'm just going diagonally across. And then the other side, I'm doing the same thing, diagonally across towards the middle. This is just something I hope that will make it easy for you to do at home. There we go. Now, last little bit. Okay, I'm going to just wet this a little bit down because it's falling really funny. How's that for refreshing, Chris? Is that very refreshing?
Feels good. Colder than the shower.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm hearing a bit of a funny noise on here. Oh no, it's still 70%. Make sure that your clippers, if they're cordless clippers, make sure they're charged because that starts to hurt. Now I'm going straight back with this guard on, just to make sure. I'm going different directions to make sure there's no long hairs that I'm missing in any direction. But I'm not doing this first little bit here. I'm going to blend that in with the scissors at the end. Okay, there we go. Woohoo! Okay. Now, last but not least, actually second last thing I'm going to do. I'm just going to draw this up, and I'm not just going to cut in a straight line because it keeps it from being choppy. I'm just going to make sure that this stuff at the front is cut, but matching with the rest of it, but not super short because, as I said, he wants a bit of variation. He doesn't want it just to be a straight buzz. So I'm just clipping into it up to my fingers very gently.
How do you know how much to put in your
I put the whole hair in my hand. I'm matching it up with what I've already cut with the clipper.
Okay.
And I know that you want a little bit off. You don't want it the same length, so probably taking about 1/4 inch off the front. You can just cut across like this, but I'm tending not to just in case. It's very much more forgiving. You kind of notch it a little bit. It maybe seems like it's a more difficult thing to do, but actually it's better. Now this stuff here, again, I'm not going to cut straight across. Notching it a little bit like that. He's got a big cowlick. In Scotland, what do you call it in Scotland, Chris?
Koozlik.
A koozlik. I'll lift it up a little bit like that. Okay. Now, I'm just going to take that little corner off there. It's also very helpful to comb it in a different direction. See like how long that is, right? Just going to get rid of that length there. Even though it doesn't fall that way, just means it's not like a lot longer. And again here, it's quite long there. If you cut little bits and don't do it too much like in chunks, then you're much more likely to get a good result, which isn't butchering the hair if you're nervous, okay? Little tiny cuts. You can do this. Okay. There we go. That's looking very good, Chris. Let me get this last little bit. Now just check to see, I'll call this up here, check to see that it kind of matches with the stuff you use the clippers with. If there's anything sticking out really big, just notch it like that. Do you know what I mean? It's not a straight cut across. Okay. That's looking quite good. The last thing I'm going to do, scary bit, right? I'm taking the guard right off.
Can you bend my chin a little bit just to get rid of that stuff because I've not shaved?
So good. I'm going to do that. That's good.
Is that what your plan was?
No, but this is really good. You can also use this for a beard trimmer. Very slowly. I'm not doing a proper Turkish barber treatment here. I'm going to go around the back and I'll meet you at the front again. These little bits of sideburn, they can get long hairs that you might have missed with the clippers the first time. I'm going around. I can actually kind of carve a shape with the edge of my clippers like this. And make sure you pull down the cape or the towel or whatever you're using. Some guys have hair growing into their back. But there we go. Along this side here. And I'll meet you at the other side. But just be very careful, very slow. Okay, and you want me to do a little bit on your chin. Difficult client, hey? So by the way, I want you to shave my chin. A different day, I'll show you how to do a beard trim because I've got another home client with a beard. I'm sure he'd love to get filmed. So, as long as you do this very, very slowly. This is not going to be like a shave, but it will be like a attractive, manly stubble. Okay, now, if you get him to do that with his upper lip very, very slowly, because this could pinch if it was done wrong. I'm doing the same thing with my mouth. It's like when you feed a baby and you go, ah. So, not tried the same treatment on my upper lip myself, but there we go. Okay. Just get any little stray hairs. Now I should have a little mirror for this client, but I do not. I'm just gonna give it a little spray. Make sure nothing's sticking out funny. And you know what the great thing is? If you live with a person, if you missed anything a different day, you can do it. And if it's a short haircut like this, there's I think I missed a couple things I want to do here. Now, doesn't your hairdresser do that too? They miss a bit, they play around with it and they straighten it or whatever.
Look for any gaps that they've messed up.
That's right. So there's no shame in it, okay? All these years I've been a hairdresser, if I see the person the next day, I'm like, oh no, I did that thing. So it's possible to miss things. Anyway, it's a good little cut. I think you're going to feel great. How do you feel?
Itchy.
Sir? Oh, sorry. Can't do much about that. Anyway, thank you for watching A Spot of Positivity. I hope that has helped you to learn a little bit about how to do a simple haircut at home. Right, thank you. Goodbye.